Using Wi-Fi without NordVPN could mean sharing your private stuff with more people than you think. NordVPN. Online security starts with a click.
Find the best cryptocurrency investments, check out Token Metrics, use my affiliate link for a discount.
Throw away the ideology, throw away the playbook. This is not about left, right, green, blue, or purple hair. This is about whether or not you want to have a world in which your child is going to be free to find their bliss within the division of labor. Because as far as Klaus Schwab is concerned, you're just a useless, that child is a useless eater.
But a few weeks ago, there was a meeting in a little village outside York. Now, York is a beautiful English town inside a fort. It used to be the old English capital of Northern England. Beautiful city. So it's not a town, beautiful city. And there's a village just outside called Linton-on-Ouse. Linton-on-Ouse has 700 inhabitants. And it's probably hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years old. English village in the countryside. This so-called conservative government is depositing 1,500 single men, asylum seekers from Iraq, Syria, and Afghanistan in Linton-on-Ouse. Now, you can't, I am furious. I'm a Muslim. I want to take care of people. But where do you go depositing 1,500 people in a village, Muslims, single men, in a village of 700 local people? Okay, put a handful of families, right? Or maybe, split that 1,500 up if you're going to have them and put them in Birmingham and London and Bradford and Manchester where there's services and jobs and mosques for them and everything. But what is that going to do in Linton-on-Ouse? It's going to tear at the ties that bind us. It's going to tear at the social fabric. You're going to have people who are understandably going to be livid. And what are those men going to do? Hang around the streets of this village in Linton-on-Ouse where they're outnumbering the locals 2-1. And this is the Tory party, the Conservative party?
And getting fat checks from the Tory party so that they don't actually have to go to work. Oh, no.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's called zip in the United States for years. That's how they turned Minneapolis into the shithole that it is.
Tom, but it's a conservative constituency. That's the other thing. It's like, what? Okay,
because the Tories are vandals as well. Yeah. They're globalists, Rich.
That's right.
There's I know that's your point. That's the
point that I'm making, right? It's everything they're doing is to divide and rule, to separate us, which is why it's so important for people everywhere to unite around autonomy, peace, respect. You want to go and wear whatever you want to wear, fine. You don't get to go into women's toilets, though.
But what happens, too, is with that, when you respect sovereignty, it ends up that you don't have to relocate 1,500 Muslim men because you didn't destabilize their country, destabilize their region, and now they're not like looking for some other part of the world. The reality is when you see refugees from whatever country, these refugees who live in their country, they'd rather stay there. Yep. But we go destabilize their country and they're running all over creation. And then the globalists, they just love it because they can bring them in. They can plug them here and there, destabilize. You're running in different directions like mice. You don't know what the hell is going on. And they keep you destabilized. They keep you off balance and off your feet, and you're upset. You're arguing about the new whatever group that they brought. You're fighting about that. And you're not stopping to say, hey, wait a minute. These people are robbing us all. So I think that's part of the whole thing is to keep us unstable, keep us fighting amongst ourselves, destabilize regions so people are moving, they get new free labor. I'll add this.
So I've seen 2,000 Mules. Now, I've already seen, before I saw that movie, enough to satisfy me that election was stolen.
Right.
I knew pretty much straight away that election was stolen, the following day when I looked at a few things.
I knew it at 2:00 in the morning on election night.
Right. Okay.
When they stopped the counting. I'm like, I can see it now.
Okay. How do we know they're not going to do that again?
You can't pull it off twice. You can't pull off the same trick twice in a row. You can't. We know how to do. We know what they're doing now. What will happen this time is that all those people who stood around while these guys were stuffing ballots into the boxes are going to get beaten. There's going to be a guy. There's going to be some Oath Keeper style Proud Boy guy standing outside of every one of these friggin' boxes at 2:00 in the morning, waiting for some fat ass purple-haired moron to show up with 30 ballots, and he's going to beat the fuck out. And that's going to be the end of it. And it's going to happen at every drop box in Georgia and every drop box in Pennsylvania. Because I got news for you. They can hire 50,000 of those people. They got to hire people to do that at $1 a ballot or $2 a ballot. These people aren't ideologues. But at this point, that kind of vote fraud, I got news for you. If they tried to, not that we have drop boxes here in Florida, but they did that in Florida and they got the guy on videotape doing it, like, that guy would get a medal here. He wouldn't go to jail. Like, or we would have published, or DeSantis would just publish the rules. If you see vote fraud, these are the rules for making a citizen's arrest. And be done with it. And how is that going to end? It's going to end when we finally say enough is enough. You are engaging in an act of violence. I do not care if you are not punching me in the mouth. Stuffing a ballot into a box that you know is not real is fucking violence. Voting is violence, people. You're using the state to point guns at people, to enact violence. When you have to break this stuff down in that level of symbology, you have it within your moral right to stop somebody from voting illegally and not just standing by and wanting to go, I don't want to fight. No, excuse me. You're fucking criminal. You're stealing the voice and the vote of somebody else. I mean, we shouldn't even be arguing this. We should all be outraged by what we saw in 2000 Mules. And we should all be getting ready to go, yeah, you know what? I'll take the 8 to 4 shift on that Dropbox. Motherfucker shows up with those sons of bitches thing. He's getting beaten. He's getting put in a fucking hospital. Now, Soros, go buy somebody else. And this is how you put these people out of business.
And those people,
because the truth sells itself, folks, and they got to pay for the lies.
And the Oath Keepers, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys and those, they will do it for free. It's just, they don't need to be paid to do it.
No one is here advocating violence, but they're the ones engaging in the initial aggressive act. You are acting in self-defense. Now, the law may not be written that way. The law is wrong. We got a lot of freaking laws on the books that are wrong. But you want your society back? You need to start thinking in terms of what society actually is.
Yep.
And if you're not going to do that, then stop complaining. Go watch the latest episode of The Handmaid's Tale, and check out and log into Pornhub, dude, because I ain't got any friggin' sympathy for you anymore.
All right, if you want to follow the rest of this conversation, then please come to my Odyssey channel, and this is because of the censorship on YouTube. You can go to Crypto Rich Odyssey, or you can find a link in the description below.